Hello, welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Edwards. This is episode number 198, and we are going to talk to a really cool driver. It's funny how this driver came in. Today we're going to talk to Vince Sturge, and Vince is friends of Gord McGill. If you remember the interview we did with Gord McGill, he's the guy who used to haul T-shirts for KISS and Australian road trains and the whole bit. Well, he put us on to his friend Vince, who called in, and Vince is hauling around Ontario here and doing a great job and great attitude. He's been running around for a long time, and had the pleasure of talking with Vince, and really, really cool guy. And you know what? We are promoting the good drivers in this industry here. You know, we try to be a positive voice for the industry. We try to make sure that people understand that this is a good career to be in. There's a lot of people who stay in this career and love it. And, there's a lot of regulations coming in. We're getting a bad rap right now, but, at the end of the day, it's kept food on all of our tables and everything like that, and roof over our heads. So it's a good interview. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Vince about his career, about what he's doing right, about what he thinks he might be doing wrong. I don't think he's doing too much wrong, but if you want to see a guy with pride in his ride, make sure you stick around for Vince Sturge. So we'll be right back, so stay tuned. Hey friends, are you looking for health assessments, programs, and information that really needs the expertise of a physician or a medical expert? Well, DRIVERCHECK has that. DRIVERCHECK has programs that can be customized to meet your needs for your specific business and the needs of your employees. DRIVERCHECK prides themselves with minimal wait times, and services can be booked and completed in one visit. DRIVERCHECK is an alcohol testing laboratory that has access to physicians and medical experts to help you put a total program together. How do you learn more? Go to drivercheck.ca. Interview then. All right, everybody. I have Vince Sturge on the line. Welcome to the show, Vince.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thanks for reaching out. You know, it's I'm trying to get more drivers on the show, so it's really cool that you guys. So you know Gord McGill apparently.
Yeah, I've known Gord for going on 25 years now. We grew up together in the same small town, and from about 13 years of age, stealing cigarettes and pouring out from our parents and all that fun stuff that young boys do to get themselves in trouble back in the day.
Yeah, Gord was telling me apparently I may have worked with his father.
His name's well known around these parts.
Yeah, I used to run for Severette out of Burlington, and apparently his dad worked there one of the same years I was there, but I don't remember him, but it's possible. I certainly know the paddock guys that are there.
Yeah, he's pretty well known around this area. He's been in the business a hell of a long time, that's for sure.
Very cool. So tell us what you're doing now. You said you're hauling. What are you hauling? You're hauling brick?
I'm hauling basically everything, every kind of aggregate that you can think of: brick, stone, sand, lime, salt, all that kind of stuff. I came off the road there. I've been on the road for basically my whole career, and with the ELDs coming in and family asking me to be home a little bit more, I figured, you know what, it's time for me to make my grand escape and let the powers that be figure out what they're going to do with this industry. And until then, I went back doing the local gig, running the dump truck and pony.
Okay. So you've been driving a long time. So did you find that the ELDs is that something that scared you? You think that's going to be a big problem down there?
I think it is going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be a problem right now here in Canada, but definitely in the States it is. And I did run a lot of stateside, so all the trucks at the farmer company I was with, they were getting outfitted with all the computer systems and all that kind of stuff. And the way that I like to run, ELDs don't work for me. So
okay. So tell us how you got to where you are now. How long you've been trucking your whole life? You said. So what kind of things have you done? Tell us some of the places that you've run for.
I've done a little bit of mix of everything. I've been trucking now for 19 years out here. I started about the same time as Gord when I was 18. He's about a year older than me, so I started when I was 18. Got my ASET, and started out in College Steel out of Hamilton, working the night shift, getting my way around things, and learning, and yeah, so I've done a little bit of everything. I've hauled tanker, I've hauled oversize, a lot of flatbed, a lot of dump work within the last 10 to 12 years. It's been a lot of end dump work and scrap work going into the States, stuff like that with the end dumps.
Right.
But primarily my background is flatbed and end dumps.
Oh, I'm surprised that we haven't crossed paths. We probably have down the years. You know, I hauled chemicals for Nalco right at the Burlington, right in Burlington there, that chemical plant. I used to haul for them. So, and I was with Cigarette for a lot of years. So it's cool to be in the area. It's cool to have a driver on from the area. That's really cool. Yeah, it's amazing that the industry's going in a lot of different ways. What do you see as an improvement? What can we be doing to improve the industry here, just off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I'd have to say a lot more driver training. You see a lot of these fly-by-night companies out here, you know, giving guys their license for, you know, a few $100s and paying up, having them go through the testing really, really quick. And I can't speculate on if they're paying people off to get their license or they're buying them or what, but they definitely need a lot more training out here. You don't see it, and you can tell by the way people drive out here. The senseless crashes, the way people go up and down the road with the way their loads look, you know, unsecure, unsafe, all that kind of stuff, right? And that just goes with improper training, and yeah, that's about it. That's one of the biggest things I find out here.
Yeah, and you know, that's funny. I've been off the roads for about 10 years. I stopped driving in 2006 there, so I've been off the road, but I've been very involved in the industry, and I work with a lot of the training schools and stuff, and I know the certified ones, the good ones, are doing the proper training, but I'm just wondering, I keep hearing the same thing all the time, and I'm wondering if it's actually the training or if it's the type of people coming into the industry. I don't want to, you know, make that sound like, you know, people shouldn't be in the industry, but it's a different mentality. Like the way the old drivers used to be, like myself, there's a lot of courtesy and stuff, and you don't see that anymore. And I'm not sure the training does that. I think it's a mentality of people that do that, right?
No, you're exactly right. I mean, I'm a third generation truck driver, and you know, a lot of the guys out here are either, you know, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. You either got it in this industry or you don't. You know, you hear a lot of guys say, well, it's in my blood, And you get a lot of guys coming up thinking, well, you know, this guy makes, you know, $70,000, $80,000, you know, $90,000 a year. I want to go drive a truck. Well, you know, anybody can go down the road steering a wheel. But it takes a true professional to be able to go down the road, you know, anticipate what's going to happen and
Nope.
load securement and everything else, you know, and that doesn't just happen overnight. And you can't just walk into the industry and expect that you're going to know all this kind of stuff and be able to go down the road thing. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and that's what I see, is that there's, you know, there was a passion for it. You know, people say, why did you drive truck? I love driving. Like, I mean, I like doing other things, which is why I'm not driving now, but I still love the trucking industry. I'm a bona fide chrome junkie. I just love nice trucks, and I enjoyed driving. I enjoyed what I do, and I'm not sure people are coming into it. They're just getting jobs now. They're not looking at that pride factor that's always been a real staple of the industry, you know?
Oh, you're like some of the junk that goes up and down the road, and you know, there's so much scrutiny on it now, especially within the last 6 months with all the you know, care and stuff that's going on. I mean, a lot of it is
yeah,
labeled as murderers, and you know, going down the road with, you know, all these crazy loads and everything. We're just out here, we're big killing machines, but it could be the farthest thing from the truth. You know what I mean? If you ask a true driver, you know, how his day goes, you know, he's focused on everything. It's not just, you know, we're worried more about the people around us than we are about her.
Yeah, I think we've lost you there, Vince.
You there?
Yeah, you keep cutting out. You must be in a bad area there. Whereabouts are you?
I just came down the skyway there. I hit that dead spot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if you turn left at North Shore, you could come over and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, if I didn't have something to do tonight, buddy, I got to get this truck washed. He's been there dirty all day.
That's what I like to hear. Somebody who's got to get some pride in their equipment. That's great. Hey, do you see many young people out in the industry? One of the big things we're trying to get is more young people in the industry. What do you see there? You seeing young people out there?
You know what? You see a lot of young people, but you see a lot of young people with no pride. And I hate to say it, and you can tell the way a driver is by the look of his truck. You can tell what kind of driver he is just by looking at it. You go down the road, see a nice clean truck, all chromed out, all polished up and everything. You don't see guys getting out of that truck with sandals, you don't see them getting out with track pants. They look like a professional driver.
Yeah.
And a lot of them these days, they get out with flip-flops and, these tight pants that, they're so bloody tight that you can basically see their nutsack sort of thing, right? And then and you look at the truck that they're driving, they got duct tape on their mirrors, nothing's washed, it hasn't looked like it's been taken care of in, 40 years. There's no grease on everything's creaking and cracking. So you know what kind of equipment that they're running. So, they're just, you can tell the way that a driver is, just in the pride that he has in his equipment. You can tell exactly what kind of person, that he is without even looking at him. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what's the answer? You're going to the truck wash or heading that way right after. I'm the same way. That truck will stay dirty for a certain point of time, but it drives you crazy if you can't. So what makes you do that, and what makes someone else like? How do we get that pride to other people? Do you think it's showing them shiny trucks, or a lot of the equipment's fairly new?
I don't know if it's showing them shiny trucks. Like all these young kids today that are coming up through the industry, they expect to get into this nice large car, all chromed out, 100,000 lights going down the thing, and they think, you know what? I see that truck going down the road. I want to drive that. Well, the fact of the matter is, you got to pay your dues just like any other job. You got to drive a piece of junk equipment. You need to take care of that piece of junk equipment like it was your own. Whether it's an older truck or a brand new truck, you need to learn to take pride in whatever you're driving. And if you're not going to take pride in it, what's the point? I don't get it. I'm really old school. I'm really nitpicky about my truck. I drive with my socks on. My interior is immaculate. The outside, it gets dirty, just like everybody else. But my truck gets washed almost every single night.
Wow.
I can't deal with, anything looking bad. When I roll through the scales, the last thing I want to have is that green park light to come on. And 9 times out of 10, because my truck looks the way it does, nice and clean, they give you the green to go. You're always going to get that guy that say, come around and park, we want to do an inspection. You know what? No big deal. But 10 times out of 10, when they're inspecting you, they're always complimenting your truck on how clean it is, stuff falling off, they can see everything, the paperwork's all up to date, everything's nice and neat, legible. That's what they want to see of you. They don't want to see the guys that are, running junk equipment dirty and all, they want to be able to crawl underneath the truck and not get dirty themselves. Yeah,
that's totally, and that's the same experience I had. So I don't understand, and to get to those nice trucks, you've got to work hard. If you're working for a company, they want to see you put in that pride into their truck before they start giving you all of the nice equipment. Are you an owner-operator or a driver? Are you an owner-operator?
No, I used to be a few years ago, but it just became too much for my schedule. My truck burnt up in a fire, and I bought another truck after that, and it started going wrong, so I sold everything, and I went back to being a driver with less headache. I'm still in the truck, 70 to 80 hours a week by the time you figure, you do your washing, your polishing, your cleaning, and your driving, and everything else. I'm still putting in the same amount of hours. I just don't have the stress as the owner-operators do today.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing you have a facility where you can wash it every night. That's amazing in itself. Even I didn't wash every night. I watched every 2 nights, but that's pretty good for you for sure.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm pretty meticulous with my trucks, and if I have the opportunity to wash, some days I don't get it. I'll get home late and I'll look at the truck and I'll be like, well, that's not too dirty. I can live with it for another day. But on that second day, that truck gets washed, whether it's raining out, snowing, hailing. You got to get the crap off of it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. My wife calls me crazy all the time, but you know what? It's one of those things where you got pride in your equipment, and it shows out here in the industry.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So tell us what tell us what a day's like for you. What's your runs like? Like how many runs do you do a day and that kind of stuff?
I usually do about 4 to 5 loads a day.
Right.
My day usually starts. I get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm at the yard by 3:15. I do my pre-trip, let the truck warm up, and do about 4 to 5 loads. Sometimes I'm preloaded, sometimes I'm not. I do a lot of Toronto stuff, a lot of stuff around the Niagara region, and you just grin and bear it, and sit in the traffic and deal with all the idiot four-wheelers that want to cut you off, and you want to rip your hair out at the best time, but you sip on that coffee, you crank the tunes a little bit, and you just sit back and let them do what they're going to do, and your work gets done for the day, no matter what.
Yeah. So you pick up at a yard or somewhere, and then your average drive's about an hour in each direction, or 2 hours, or how long?
Yeah, it's usually about an hour. We pick up at different quarries around the Toronto and Niagara area, and we take it to different concrete plants, different job sites, different construction sites. So it's always something different with the truck and pony show. I find that it's really challenging, and you're always going into somewhere new. I mean, you may go somewhere, same time or same place 5 times in a week, but you may have to go into a different bin. You may have to put it in a different section of the yard. So it's always something different. You're always moving. You're always thinking. You're always looking around. You're always challenging yourself, and that's what I find about this, and I really enjoy it for that reason. It's not just you're going up and down the road, and you go to one spot and you unload, and you go to another spot and you pick up, and you drive another 18 hours before you unload again, right?
Yeah. So you have a regular customer base. Do you see the same customers all the time?
Yeah, we usually see the same customers all the time. We don't normally see them every single day. Sometimes we go see different customers from day to day, but usually we always see the same customers every single week. So you get you get a good rapport with your customers. You get a good rapport with your loaders. You know how you like to load your truck. All that kind of stuff, right? So, you can bitch back and forth, you buy them coffee, you shoot the shit for a little while, and, you go back on your day sort of thing, right? So you got that camaraderie, and everyone working together, which, if everybody worked together out here day to day, these highways and everything would be run so smooth, but the fact of the matter is, not everybody likes to work together.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like you have the issues, and it's probably because of your experience, but it doesn't sound like you have the issues that a lot of drivers seem to have, especially with aggregates where they're getting all these overweight tickets, and they seem to... Is that a problem? Is that just because of your configuration or something, or is experience, or how do you get around that? I've never hauled aggregate. I've always hauled either flatbed or steel or something like that. I've never hauled aggregate, so I'm not familiar with that. How it's loaded.
It's pretty much, loading a flatbed trailer. If you load a 5-axle flatbed trailer, like a 53-foot or a 48-foot, it's pretty similar to loading an end dump or a dump truck. You go, basically a lot of us go by our gauges and stuff like that, how we want it loaded, all that sort of stuff. And you really got to get used to your truck and used to the loader. Some loaders like to put the material where they want to put it, but all you got to do is speak up. You're the captain of the ship. So if you don't want a certain amount in the front, you just tell them. You got to speak. You got to speak up. And if you don't speak up, they don't know that they're doing something wrong unless you tell them. So you got to say, a little more in the nose, a little more to the back. Put this lift in the middle. Some loaders are really, really good, and then you're going to get that odd one that thinks he's God's gift to everything, and he knows what he's doing and knows how to load your truck. And sometimes you got to dump your load out and make it start again. It's all it's trial and error, right? I mean, you're the captain of your ship. If you don't like something, you got to speak up.
Have you ever had to do that where you've had to dump the load and have them start again?
Yeah, I've done it numerous times.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not afraid to do it, and I'm not afraid to speak my mind, because ultimately all the responsibility falls down on me. If I'm going down the road and I know that I'm 3,000 kg over on my steers, and I go down the road like that, that's not the loader's problem. That's my problem for not speaking up and saying, listen, you put me a little bit too heavy here. I got to dump some off, or I got to shift the load around somehow, because I can't go down the road like that. I'm the one that's going to get the ticket, not the loader. They're going to look at me in the scales or the OPP or whoever. They're going to look at you and say, why did you go down the road like that? Well, the loader loaded me. No, ultimately, the responsibility falls back on the driver. So if you're not knowledgeable and you don't know what you're doing, you gotta ask questions. There's no stupid questions in this industry.
Wow. I just want to put that on a billboard, because it's so true, and we all say the same thing. Like, when I interview people, we always get the experienced guys say the same thing. So I don't understand. And I know, as a trainer in the industry and some of the people that train in the industry, we're all experienced. We're all saying the same thing. I just don't understand why nobody's getting it. That just drives me bananas. Like,
you know what? I totally agree with you, but that comes down to inexperience and improper training. And guys thinking that, you know what, I can't say nothing because this guy's going to get mad at me, or this guy's going to, he's going to hate me. Well, you know what? He may hate you, but you know what? Ultimately, the responsibility falls on you. So would you rather have, a $3,000 ticket or somebody not like you? I'd rather somebody not like me, because I like to have the money in my bank account. I really don't want to pay any more tickets.
Yeah, that's right. And I think a lot of it is when you go into these places to load or unload, if you look like you know what you're doing, and it goes back to what you were saying before, right? If you look professional, you look like you take care of your equipment, you know what you're doing, when you walk in, you're prepared, and you have all the stuff, then they'll listen to you, because they understand, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Whereas if you go in and you're not prepared and you look like you just got out of bed and all of this kind of stuff, and you don't take care of your equipment, they're not going to respect you the same way. I find that's really a big deal in the industry.
Oh, exactly. I mean, when I was hauling flatbed, when you pull up to a customer's place and you speak to the loader, you get out, you got all your safety gear on and everything, you walk up to the loader. I've always found that the loader always says, how do you want this loaded?
Yeah.
And I see guys saying, well, I don't know. How do you load it? And the loader would say, not my truck, it's your truck. How do you want it loaded? And it boggles my mind that they don't speak up and ask for help. You can always ask your driver for help. There's no shame in asking for help. Nobody's perfect. Everybody had to start off somewhere.
Yep.
I had to start off somewhere. I asked a million questions when I was young. A million questions. And whether I was a pest to the loader or a pest to the driver next to me asking for help, you know what? That's how you learn.
Yep.
You need to ask questions, and if you don't, then you look stupid.
Yeah, and especially if the loader just loaded a guy with a 10-foot spread, and you come in with a set of tandems, and you say load it like the last guy, you might be in some serious trouble, right?
Oh, exactly, and that's where guys don't. That's where they need to speak up and say, okay, I've never loaded this before. How do I do it? And if the loader doesn't know, somebody around there is going to know. Pick up the phone, make a phone call to a buddy, or there's a million different scenarios that you can get yourself into, and you're not going to get yourself into trouble by asking questions. Nobody's going to fault you for asking a question.
Right.
I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere, and if people don't realize that, well, you know what? It's too bad. I mean, that's just the way that it is.
Yeah. I've always said it's better to look stupid in the yard than look stupid in front of the customer. So if you're not sure, go ask your dispatcher, another driver, whatever. So at least when you get to the customer, you look half prepared and like you know what you're doing. So that's an amazing, great message. Great message.
Exactly, and I mean, us, people that have been in the industry for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, we're not going to say no to somebody that comes up and says, you know what? Can you show me what to do here? Can you help me with this? I don't know what I'm doing. A true professional driver will drop what he's doing or finish what he's doing and come help the other guy.
Yeah.
That's what a true professional will do. I mean, we're all brothers of the highway out here. We're all brothers. We're supposed to be, a close a close brotherhood community sort of thing. And you can't have that if you're not willing to help your fellow man.
Right. Great message. Like I said, I just wish we could splash you on a billboard there. So, thank you so much, Vince. You're saying all the right thing. You're saying all the right things. I'll hire you for sure.
Perfect,
buddy. I appreciate your time. I know you're going down the road, so I don't want to take too much time because I also don't believe in distracted driving, although I'm sure you're fine. But just wanted to thank you again for being on the show. You've been just amazing and awesome information. I'm going to make sure this gets out to everybody so they can hear what's going on and what a true professional needs to do, right?
Excellent. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Great.